Hey guys, Monkey from Board Game here. We're here today with some more Star Citizen and oh my god, anniversary sale. We have the second anniversary sale on right now and it's a great chance to pick up some ships for Star Citizen for both fanboys and players that want to get starter packages. You've got some time to consider though, because the sale does not end until Friday the 28th of November. Along with a multitude of limited edition ships on sale again, and we'll go through them all in a minute. And I will give you my massive bias towards why I think you should buy a Bammy Merchantman if you've got the money, as well as looking at some of the extra upgrades and flair and all that sort of jazz that are available to pick up too during this sale. But for those players that want to get just into a starter package, on this Friday they are releasing the Aurora cheaper starter packages. So you can grab an Aurora package for $20. That's going to be absolutely great, but there's only going to be 5,000 of them sold, and I think they're going to be sold pretty damn quickly, and it's first come, first serve. So I'll put the source down of that at the bottom in the description, guys. If you want an entry level into this game, and you do not give a sod about it's not pay to win, but it's pay to have a big time advantage, or to support the game with your flashy ship that will make all the other people want to be you, then it's a great time for you to get into the game. You don't have to just go for that Mustang package. You can get a cool Aurora starter pack for the utilitarians among you. Those of you that have a large corp or more money than sense, Friday will also see a limited amount of Javelin Destroyers on sale. They're going to be sold in allotments of 50. So there's going to, at 6 AM on Friday, this is all in PSD, there's going to be 50 sold, at noon 50 sold, 6 PM 50 sold, and midnight 50 sold. They're going to be sold for $2,500 each. They are the largest ship they have ever released so far. Now, they've also said this will probably be the largest pledge ship that they'll put into the game as a pledge, but obviously always subject to change with CIG. These are going to be amazing. If you can afford one, I mean, obviously you've got more money than sense, but they're just going to be silly. They are going to be totally stripped of all military hardware. So it is going to be a full-on, this is our team project to get one of these operational. It's going to be empty. You've got to get all the machinery and all the systems in there, and it's going to take ages. I think that's going to be great. There's going to be a couple of YouTubers out there that do that. Watch those guys. They'll be absolutely amazing. If I had the spare capital, I would certainly do it. But unfortunately, I can't even afford an Idris at the moment. Friday will also see the concept sale of the Carrack. The Anvil Carrack features reinforced fuel tanks for long duration flight, an advanced jump drive and a dedicated computer core for jump charting operations. Originally a military exclusive, the Carrack is now available for civilian use. Onboard accommodations include crew, medical and repair facilities and a mapping orientated sensor suite. Now, this is going to be really expensive as a ship at $345, but for those of you that really want to do that level of exploration with a multi-crew setup, she's definitely the ship for you. All these ships that I say, I'm always going to say, if she suits your budget, get her. It's if you've got the spare money to support this fucking amazing game, and you want a silly good ship or a specific rolled ship, then grab it. And especially for the Carrack is really well anticipated. So now we're going to take a look at all those anniversary sale ships. The ones we're about to discuss all have the anniversary special level of insurance, giving them 24 months rather than the normal amount. This is not applicable to all ships sold during this week, just the ones that are exclusive to the anniversary sale. Double check everything. If it says anniversary in its title, then it's got the 24 months insurance. So there's going to be quite a lot of buying options for all the ships we're going to talk about. I'll chuck those on the screen, and I'll probably refer to the ships mainly by their standalone prices. First off, we have the Aurora LX. Now this is the luxury version of the Aurora, with leather seating, and it's, I think, quite a silly ship. She's standalone only $30. But you can grab the upgrade for the normal Aurora for $5. So if you have that Aurora and you've got $5 extra spare, chuck it on and get the LX. You won't regret it because it will be something you can say to people, look, I've got the luxury version of the starship, I'm a utilitarian, it's in my collection, it's where I started. I think that's a really great ship for someone that wants an Aurora, just for extra sort of comfort and grace and look at me, I'm opulent. If you're into racing, then you've got the M50 Interceptor. She's a small, fast dogfighter / racer. She's going to cost you $100 as a standalone ship, but there's loads of other options for her. And you've also, if you're a racer, you've got the 350R Racer. Now this is a slightly larger racer with slightly more powerful kind of gizmos on, but the weight difference and the size difference does change the racing aspect. So these two are kind of, you've seen some of the trailers, are meant to race each other. It's very, very good. And that's a standalone for $125 for the 350R. And next we have a very hard to pronounce fighter, the Xian Cathra'al. I'm very sorry for everyone that's offended by that horrible pronunciation of something I have no idea how to even speak about. I don't know what language this is. She is an agility fighter that's going to cost you $150 standalone. And if you want some sort of odd, specific, special fighting dog fighter, then this is for you. It hasn't got normal engines. It's got loads of maneuvering thrusters that power it. So it's going to be like a strafing fight. It's going to be ridiculously maneuverable. And it's going to be pretty high tech because of the Xian or Xian or whatever, however you pronounce that race. Now we've got one of my favourite ships, the Cutlass Blue. I was quite glad to pick one of that at the last sale they were on, and she's going to cost you $150 for the standalone. This is basically the slightly more combat variant of the Cutlass with bigger shields and the bounty hunter kind of prison cells. I really like her. I think she's a little tiny bit prettier than the Cutlass Black, and if you wanted a Cutlass and you've got the extra $50, I'd say upgrade to the Cutlass Blue. Next we have the Anvil Gladiator for $165 standalone. Now, I don't know too much about the Gladiator, but I do know it is a torpedo bomber. That's how it's sold, that's how it's marketed. If you want something that's going to be anti-capital ship or anti-small capital ship, because it's only a small craft, it only weighs like a 11,000 kilograms mass. She's going to be small, light, and able to drop torpedoes and blow shit up. It's a pretty cool ship, but it's going to be specialised again. These are one of the more specialised areas of play. We've got the Hornet F7CM, the Super Hornet, for $165 standalone. Now, this is one of the ships that was pretty damn popular back in the day. I say back in the day. Game hasn't been released yet. This is a ship on the grey market that a lot of people wanted. It is a two-seater variant of the Hornet, and it has got a lot of guns on. This is pretty damn cool for a Hornet. If you're going for a close support superiority fighter, then this is definitely for you, especially if you've got an extra friend, or you're planning to do some surface trips to planets, or you want to do a bit of first person shooter module with a mate, as well as flying around. Great ship for that. Next we have the Starfarer at $195 for the standalone. Now, this is a big-ass fuel carrier. That's how she's marketed. I'm sure there's lots of upgrade options and things you can do in the verse with her, but if you want to deliver fuel around and be a fuel trader, which I'm sure in some areas of space is going to be quite rare to have fuel, or it's going to be a lot more valuable, then the Starfarer is for you. But remember, it is dangerous to trade. People see you as a juicy, douchey, delicious thing. Because I fly a Cutlass. Next we have the Drake Caterpillar. Now, I love the look of this ship. It is basically marketed as the evil twin of the Freelancer. It's supposed to be like a search and rescue ship, it says in the flavour text, and all that sort of stuff. But it's a very moddable, very customisable, semi-combat craft that could be amazing for boarding operations and smuggling and assault, and she's a multi-role semi-battleship thing. It's absolutely great, and a load of crewmen can be in there with you. I desperately wanted one of these, but I didn't go for one because I haven't got more money than sense, and there's a couple other ships I desperately wanted. If you want something like the Freelancer, but you've got a bit more money to spare, it's kind of like they crossed a Cutlass with a Freelancer, and it had a big baby. They merged together and made one awesome ship. Now we're on to one of my favourite ships for a billion different reasons, the Banu Merchantman. $250 standalone. This is a giant ass ship, and it has got 6,000 units of cargo freight capacity. Oh my god. She's like a mini capital ship. She's going to be flying around. She's marketed as a ship that's going to be able to outrun pirates and smash through blockades. If you want to do solid, hardcore trading, you either want a Hull C, which is going to be a giant ship, or you want the Banu Merchantman. I love the Banu. It's supposed to be the largest ship that can land on a planet. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my god, I can outfit it for dropping people in giant Titan armor on planets. I can have a load of people in there going for the FPS module. Hopefully I can have loads of fighters in there, that sort of thing. So I don't have to trade all the time. In my downtime, in my chill out time, I'll be trading. Maybe even mining if I can. I'm hoping there's going to be a load of customization to her, and I feel that and I know I'm going to sound mad saying this, that $250 is a good investment for her. I think that's pretty cheap for what she is. She is massive. She's like 800,000 kilograms in mass. That is huge, and she looks cool. Bloody cool. And lastly, for the ships of the concept sale, we've got the Aegis Retaliator for $275 standalone. So, I quite like this ship. I think she's a little too expensive for what she is, but she's a long-range bomber. So, she's going to be able to take on capital ships. She's going to be able to do some really hefty damage. And because she's long-range, it suggests to me that she's going to be self-sufficient. You could have some of these hiding in different locations, and they're going to have a medium-sized crew, giant cargo bays, so they can store missiles, men, other systems, and they're going to be able to come in independently of each other. I really like that idea. I think for corps that are combat orientated or anti-pirate, these are going to be absolutely beautiful ships. But $275, in my opinion, is a little too much. So now we're going to have a quick look at the add-ons and flair available on sale. So these all are $5 to $10 each, and they were all available either as part of Kickstarter exclusives or as part of limited time sales. You're probably able to get them in the actual game, in the Persistent Universe as well, almost certainly, because they don't want to do any form of pay-to-win CIG. But some of them might be worth grabbing now if you want to support the game. There's the Model 2 Arclight Sidearm, which was only available with the Super Hornet, I believe, one of the Super Hornet packages. That's going to cost you $5. It's going to be a little laser pistol, or I think it's a laser pistol, actually. Might be quite cool. If you fancy that sort of idea, then go for it. There's the Origin Racing Suit. Now, this is going to be pretty cool if you just want to do the racing thing. It's going to be cool flair. It's literally going to be a custom skin that your character can wear. It costs you $10 though. Your choice whether you buy it. There's the UEE Environmental Coat. Now, this was available with one of the Kickstarter Freelancer packages, I think. It's going to be basically the coat from Firefly, or some sort of long leather captain's coat. If you want that sort of thing, and I did, it's $5. There's the advocacy tools, which were available with the Cutlass Blue, and during the Cutlass Blue when it was being sold. This is basically a stun baton and handcuffs. They're $5. If you want to be a bounty hunter, might be worth picking them up now, although they're probably going to be pretty cheap in the Persistent Universe. So that's it, guys. You've got until Friday the 28th of November to pick up some of these ships. Also, as I said, on Friday some of these ships become available, specifically the Aurora starting packages, the Javelin and the Carrack. If you want a good, cheap starter package, grab that Aurora. If you've got more money than sense, or a billion friends, grab yourself a Javelin and laugh at people. There'll be some sort of Javelin owners club. You'll be riding past other people just going, "Yep, boy, it's go. If you can afford that, good luck to you. You're a beautiful, beautiful man." And if you've got a bit of money and you want to invest in this game, I would go for a Banu Merchantman, because I just think it's going to be one of the best ships. So customizable, so much room, really fast, giant still. Oh, what a ship. What an idea. Anyway, I hope that's been informative, guys. Please, if you have different opinions than me, chuck them in the comments. I'm willing to listen. But as I said, this is my channel and my video, and you're listening to my opinions now. But what are you going to pick up in the sale? Are you looking forward to something that's not in the sale? I hope that's been informative. See you next time. Take care, guys. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. That would be good.